somebody decides to loot a Gucci or a Macy's or a Nike, because that makes sure that that person eats. That makes sure that that person has clothes. That's reparations. That is reparations. Anything they want to take it, because these businesses have insurance. They're going to get their money back. My people aren't getting anything.
But on Twitter, Reverend Jesse Jackson called the looting humiliating, embarrassing, and morally wrong.
Jesse Jackson has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. Jesse Jackson was not there for the creation of Black Lives Matter. Jesse Jackson can keep his opinions to himself. Do they keep us safe?
No!
Do they keep us safe?
No!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
Who keeps us safe?
We keep us safe!
We say these police!
These police!
These police!
These police!
Look at the disastrous efforts of the federal government under this administration in Portland. It didn't help, it hurt. It exacerbated problems. I'm not letting that happen in my city. Yes, of course, we have our challenges, but the thing that the federal government is uniquely qualified to do is things like pass common sense gun reform.
In Chicago, a city under siege by looters over the weekend, Mayor Lori Lightfoot instilling a curfew. For the second night, drawbridges were raised and freeway entrances closed. Business owners, scared of losing everything, hoping the curfew will provide a much-needed break from the lawlessness.
Social media posts encouraging looting downtown for the car caravans that headed into the Loop, with dozens of people ransacking stores after midnight. It happened as dozens of looters took to the streets of the Mag Mile in River North, clearing out stores.
The looting continues, and this is right by Jess.
Okay, so what you're seeing is people breaking into the Potbellies on State and Lake, smashing windows here.
And authorities say this all started at about midnight. They say hundreds of looters moved into the Michigan Avenue area and started shattering windows to many of these businesses, stealing the merchandise, and in many cases, filling their cars with the merchandise and taking off. Authorities say this was so well coordinated that it seemed other cars, sort of a caravan of looters, were coming through the area and stealing merchandise. This all went on for several hours.
This was not an organized protest. Rather, this was an incident of pure criminality. This was an act of violence against our police officers and against our city. These shooting incidents and the looting we saw overnight are completely unacceptable. Criminals took to the streets with confidence that there would be no consequences for their actions. And I, for one, refuse to allow these cowardly acts to hold our city hostage.